Well, hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Baseball. It's been a while. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And it's time to get back to playing some baseball. It's a Ron Guidry replay. We're on game number 19 of the 78 season. As you can see here, he is 11-4 through 19 games. These are the actual numbers, or down here are the actual numbers. These are the replay numbers right here. And they're playing the White Sox at home. This is what actually happened, if I can get that on there. The Yankees won it 7-6. No decision for Guirdry, so he remains at 13-1. He went 9 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts, and gave up 2 home runs. So it was an extra inning game, and a 7-6 victory by the Yankees, but no such luck for Guidry. And we're ready to go. Let's see. For the White Sox, it's going to be Bannister in center, Gar in left, Johnson at first, Nordhagen at DH, Orta at second, Naharodny catcher, Washington in right, Soderholm at third, Kessinger at short, Ken Kravick on the mound. For the Yankees, it'll be Rivers in center, Randolph at second, Munson in right, Piniella in left, Chambliss at first, Jackson DHing, Nettles at third, Stanley at short, Heath will be catching. As again, Munson is in right field tonight. So 2 lefties on the mound. And it's a 1-4 for Alan Bannister is a 35, and then a 1-3, so a 36 is a ground ball to third. And we're underway. Ralph Gar, another lefty, 1-6 is a 45, and a 1-5, so 46 is a strikeout. Two away, Lamar Johnson. A 4-2 is an 11, and then a 4-4 is the shortstop, and that is Stanley's a 3, so it'll be a 14 in column 4. So possible error is a 35. It's a 26, so no error. He makes the play, and we have 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first, and here's Mickey Rivers. It's a 1-6 is a 45, and then a 1-4, so 46 is a strikeout. Willie Randolph, a 3-2 is a 29, and a 3-6 is a 2, so a 31 in column 3. That's a line out to left. Now, over the holidays, I had some grandkids over, and some of my cards, this game was sitting out ready to go for when I had time to play it. And some of these cards got a little crinkled. If you have grandkids, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you don't. But so Thurman Munson's a little, he's creased right there. Lou Piniella's a little crinkled. Let's see. Mike Heath, not looking too good. But it's okay. I didn't yell at him or anything. Here's Thurman Munson, because they are way more important than this. A 1-2 is a 35, and a 1-3 is a 36, and that's a ground ball to third. Yes, I am a little hoarse, dry throat, that type of thing. Wayne Nordhagen, 3-4 is a 57, and a 3-2. So 58 in column 3. And rare play possibility here. Unless it's an even roll, it is, and we use dribbler. Dribbler to the mound, pitcher retires the batter because there's nobody on base. 1 die against the runner's speed, he's a 2. And we get a 4. If die is higher, he's out, so it is a 1-3. George Florida. 5-1 is a 3, and then a 5-6 is a 4. So a 7 in column 5, and that's a walk. One out, Naharodny. 3-3. 3-3 is a 5. And I got to get the Yankee Stadium out. Totally forgot about that. So Yankee Stadium is a 3-3, column 3. And a 66 is going to make that a 62. And then a 3-6 is a 1, so a 63 is a line single to center. Runners advance 2 bases. So first and third, 1 out, Claudell Washington. 4-3 is a 16, and a 4-3 is third base, and Nettles is a 1, so a 17 in column 4. Infielder halfway, grounder out at first, runners advance 1 base. Trying for the double play, but they cannot get it. So 2 away, and we have Naharodny at second, Soderholm the batter. 6-3, 16, and a 6-4, so 17. Column 6 is a fly out to left. But the Sox get on the board. 1-0. Here's Lupinella, 2-2. An 11 and a 2-1 is a 1, so a 12 in column 2, and that's a single to left. Hold on. That was a 2-1. That's actually a pop out to first. He has the asterisk there. The only one with an asterisk is the 1, and he got it. So it's a pop out to first. So Chris Chambliss, 6-2 is an 8, and a 6-2. Off Kravik is a 3, so an 11. And that is a single. Single to right field, home run possibility. If we roll a 6, it's a home run. Close, but it's going to be a single. 1 out single. Here's Reggie Jackson. 5-1 is a 5, and a 5-2 is a 5, so a 10 in column 5, and that's a walk. First and second, 1 out. Here come the Yankees. Greg Nettles, 6-3, 16, and a 6-4. 19, column 6, is a fly out. And that's a fly out to right field. Any runner on second tags up and moves to third. So Chambliss moves to third. First and third, 2 outs. Fred Stanley. Can he come through? 4-4, an 11, and a 4-1's first base, so a 12 in column 4. Infield's back with 2 outs and possible error. 43, and it's a 46. So that's not good. That will be safe on the error. Runners advance 1 base. Blue die's not a 6. So it's an error on Johnson. Scores a run, and Jackson to second. Brings up Mike Heath. 6-1's a 16. And a 6-1's a 2, so it's an 18. In column 6, and it's a fly out to left. So top of the third, we have tie ball game, 1-1. Don Kessinger. 2-3 is a 3, and a 2-3 is a 1. So a 4 in column 2 is a strikeout. Alan Bannister, 6'5", 31, and a 6'4 is a 2, so 33 in column 6, and that's a pop out to second. But it is going to be a strikeout because Guirdry has a K. Ralph Garth, 3-4 is a 1, and a 3-2 is a 1, so a 3 is a dribbler to the catcher. Nothing to do for the Sox. Bottom of 3, Ricky Rivers, top of the order. 5-4 is a 27 and a 5-1. 5-1's a 5, so 32 in column 5, and that's a fly out to left. There's Willie Randolph, a 1-2 is a 35 and a 1-6, so 36 is going to be a ground ball to third. 2 away, Thurman Munson. 4-2 is an 11, and a 4-6 is second base. 11 and a second base. Warda, he's a 3, so that's a 14 in column 4. And we have another error check. 54 and it's 33, so no error. Top of the 4th. Lamar Johnson, 4-6 is a 1 and a 4-2. Second base, that'll be a ground ball to second. Nordhagen, 6'5", 16 and a 6'5 is in 3, so 19. And that will be a strikeout. Orta, 1-1 is a 10 and a 1-2. So an 11 in column 1 is a single up the middle. I didn't color that in for some reason. So Orta's at first. And Naharodny, 6'4 is a 60. And a 6'6", 63. In column 6, that is a double into the corner. Runners advance 2 bases with 2 outs. Runner with 4 or 5 speed scores from first. Orta, he has a 4, so he will score for the second time today, and that's an RBI for Naharodny. Claudell Washington at 4'5 is a 17, and then a 4'2 second base is a 2, so a 19, and that'll be a ground out to second. It's 2-1 lead, White Sox. Bottom of the 4th, Lou Piniella, it's a 1-1, 20, and a 1-6, so 21, line drive single plus error. Runners advance 1 base, there are no runners. It's hit to right field. Ball drops in, maybe mishandled. Right fielder is Washington, he's an 11. 13. He almost made the play, but it was higher than an 11, so it is a error. Batter and all runners advance to extra base. So Chris Chambliss, Piniella at second, is 2-1. White Sox. 5-4 is a 1. And then a 5-6 is a 5, so a 6 in column 5. Walk with runner on first only, or bases full is 2 balls. Well, there's nobody on first. All right, nobody out. First and second, Reggie Jackson. And we have a 1-2 is a 1, and a 1-5 is a 1. That's going to be a strikeout. See if my camera just keeps focusing in and out for some reason. Greg Nettles, 5-1 is a 4, and then a 5-1 is a 5, so a 9 is a walk. And it's now bases loaded. All right. Bases loaded for Fred Stanley. 5-6 is a 5, and then a 5-3 is a 5, so a 10 in column 5. They're getting that column 5, and that's another walk. Walks in a run. 1 out. Mike Heath. 4-4 is a 5 and a 4-1. First base. And he's a 1, so a 5 in column 4. With the infield halfway, and that will be a double play. Second to first double play. 3-6-3. Heath hits into the inning-ending double play. We get 1 and they tie it up. It's 2-2. Eric Soderholm. 3-5 is a 3. And a 53 is going to make it a 4. And then a 3-3 is a 1, so a 5 in column 3, and that's a fly out to left. Up Don Kessinger, 3-1 is a 1, and a 3-5. So that'll be a 2. And it'll be a ground ball to the mound. Top of the order, Alan Bannister. 1-1's a 3 and a 1-1, so a strikeout. Bottom of the 5th. Mickey Rivers, 6-4 is a 6, and a 6-3 is a 3, so a 9 in column 6, and that's a single to center. So Randolph will bunt. He will bunt after all. He's a 2 bunter. And we get a 3. Maybe I should roll that too. And 2, lead, question mark. Defense can either retire batter at first for sacrifice or try for lead runner. Try for lead runner, check umpire for call at lead base. I think they're going to go for the the batter. They're going to get Randolph. Rivers is a 5 in the run department, so we'll let him. That's too risky. Got to get the sure out. 2-1 for Munson is a 39, and then a 2-3. So 40 in column 2. Ground ball to short. Runners advance 1 base. So 2 away. Rivers at third. Here's Luke Piniella. 1-5. There's a 5 and a 1-6. So a 6. That's going to be a strikeout. Sweet Lou strikes out. 6th inning, Ralph Garr. 1-2. 35 and a 1-1. So 36 is a ground ball to third. Lamar Johnson, 6'6", is an 8. And he is a right-handed hitter and a 56. That's going to be a 9, and then a 6'5", 12. That's going to be a home run. As long as he doesn't roll a 1, as long as we don't roll a 1, it's a home run, and it is for Lamar Johnson. 3-2 now. White Sox. 3-2 is a 2. In column 3, 34. 34 is going to make that a 3, and then a 3-5 is a 1, so a 4. That'll be a fly ball to right. One 4, 35 and a 1, so 36, and that'll be a ground ball to third. White Sox add a run though. It's 3-2. They take the lead. Bottom of the 6th, Chris Chambliss, 6'1", 16 and a 6'5", is a 4, so a 20, and it's gonna be a fly out to right. Right. There's Reggie, lefty, 6'5", 36, 6'2", 39. That'll be a strikeout. Another lefty, Nettles, 5'2", 27, 5'4" is a 5, so 32 in column 5. Fly out to left. So we'll move to the 7th. Bill Naharodny, 1-3 is a 2, and that'll be a strikeout. Claudell Washington, 3-1 is a 4. Does that change? A 36. It's going to drop to a 3. It's going to drop to a 3 and then a 3-2. So a 4 in column 3 is a fly out to right. Eric Soderholm, 6'6". 6'6" is an 11, and then a 6'3", so a 12 in column 6. And that's a home run unless we roll a 1. Another home run given up by Guidry. He did give up 2 in the real game. Meant to look, didn't. So I don't know. Don Kessinger, 6'2", 21, and a 6'5", is a 3, so a 24 in column 6. Yeah, that's a long single. Batter has an option to try for a double. Has an option to try for a double. Roll red and white dice for umpire's call. 1 to 4, he's safe. Roll red and white dice for umpire's call. Why am I rolling the red and white dice when it only goes up to 6? 1 to 4 safe with a double. 5 safe if white die is not higher. 6 is safe. So white. Okay. That's why I'm rolling it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. 6. Safe if the white die is not higher than the outfielder's arm. If the white die is higher than the outfielder's arm. If it's not higher, he's out. It was hit to right field. Oh, that's Thurman Munson. And he's got a 2. And it is higher than the outfielder's arm, so he is safe with a double. Kessinger stretches it into a double. 1-5 for Alan Bannister is a 5 and a 1-3. That will be a strikeout. Pick up another one on a solo shot, and it's 4-2 White Sox. Fred Stanley 5-3 is a 5, and a 5-4 is a 5. So 10 is a walk. One 4 is a 5 and a 1-6 is a 1, so a strikeout of Mike Heath. So Mickey Rivers, a 5-3 is a 6, and then a 5-6 is a 5, so an 11. In column 5, an 11 is hit by pitch. So first and second one out, Willie Randolph. And we have a 6-3 is a 31 and a 6-1 is a 2, so 33 in column 6. It is a pop out to second. Runner holds. Runners hold. Here's Thurman Munson. He got 6 column. 1-3 is a 2, and a 1-5 is going to be a strikeout. And that's 7 innings for Ken Kravick. He's a 7-inning guy. Top of the 8th, Ralph Garr. 4-2 is a 2 and a 4-6. And that'll be a ground out to second. Mark Johnson homered his last time up. 4-4 is a 1 and a 4-4. Ground ball to short. Wayne Nordhagen, 5-5. 3 and a 5-4 is a 2, so a 5 in column 5. That's a ground ball to third. With runners on, first base open, no. Nobody on, so it's a ground ball to third. Bottom of the 8th inning. So Kravick needs to keep people off base because the next base runner will drop him to his B grades, a 6-1 is a 31. And then a 6-4 is a 3, so 34. And that'll be a short fly out to center. Chris Chambliss, 3-4, 57, and a 3-2, so 58 in column 3 is the rare play. Go to the rare play book. And we have bases empty. And we roll, and we get a 3. Bases empty, and there is 1 out. Grounder into the hole at first. Pitcher breaks to cover first base as second baseman fields ground ball in the hole past the diving first baseman. Roll 1 die against the pitcher's defensive rating. If it's higher, both pitcher and throw beat the batter to the bag for the out. If not higher, batter's safe on the infield single. Pitcher's defensive rating. He's a 4. It's a 2, so it's not higher, so he is safe. Right? Die is higher. It's not higher. Batter's safe on the single. Infield single. For Chris Chambliss. Now Reggie, can he come through? B grades for Ken Kravick here. 6'5" is a 36. And then a column 6 is a 4, so 40. That's going to be a strikeout. 37 to 41. It's a strikeout. Reggie goes down swinging for the 3rd time. There's Craig Nettles, another left-hander. They're going to leave him in there. It's a lefty-lefty. 1-4 is a 35. And then a 1-5 is a 1, 36. Will be a ground out to 3rd. And inning over, they leave a man stranded. Actually, that should have been a 2. So it was a ground ball to 2nd. All right, so Guirdry, inning number 9 for him. He's going to stay in there. 3-3 is a 32 and a 3-1, so a 33 in column 3 is a liner to center. Rodney 5-4, 27, and then a 5-5, 30, column 5, fly out to center. And there's 2 away. Claudell Washington, a 2-6, 45, and a 2-2 is a 1. Wait a minute. 2-6. I mean, that wasn't right. 2-6 is a 3. Raised number. 55 is going to make it a 4. So it's a 4, and we have the left fielder. Pinella is a 3, and it was raised to a 4, right? Yes. So that is going to drop in for a hit. Single for Claudell Washington. 3-3 for Soderholm, 32, and a 3-4 is actually column 3. B grade is a 4. So 36 in column 3 is a double to left. That was a killer. going to that B grade killed him because double left. Runners advance 2 bases. Check with third base coach for extra base attempts. Washington is a 4. Speed minus arm, he's a 4. And it was a single to right. Or double to left. Double to left. Pinella is a 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. And we get an 11. And that will be an extra base. So Washington comes home and a RBI double for Soderholm. Don Kessinger's 2 outs. Try to get that third out. 5-1 is a 4. And then a 5-6. Actually, column 5 B grades is a 3. So a 7. Column 5. And it's going to be a walk. And that's going to be all for Guidry. That'll bring in Goose Gossage. See if he can get the final out of the inning. 6-6 is a 57. And then a 6-4. So 59 in column 6. It's not good. That's a single to left. Single left with 2 outs. Runners on second. Runner on second with 2, 3, 4, or 5 speed scores. Well, Soderholm only has a 2. It's a single left. Runners advance 1 base. Runner on second with 5 scores. Runner with 2 outs. Runner on second with 3, 4, or 5 scores. Well, no such luck there, so they escape further damage. 2-1 is a 34, and then a 2-1 is a 1, so 35 in column 2. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. Back to Goose, gets him. Pick up another one, scratch another one across. That's 5-2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-2. And Kravik is going to come out. And I think they're going to go with, they went with Rich Hinton in the actual game. Laren LeGros is actually probably their closer. Or Willoughby. I think they're going to go with Willoughby here. I think they went with Hinton probably because of these lefties. They've got 2 out of the 3 next batters will be right-handers. So we'll go with Willoughby. It's Fred Stanley, the shortstop, or is it? I think it's going to be Bucky Dent. It's going to be Bucky Dent. He gets the 6 column. 6-3 is a 16. And a 6-4 is a 2, so an 18. That's going to be a fly out to left. Now Mike Heath. And he will bat. 6-3 is a 16. And a 6-3 is a 2. So an 18. Again, fly out to left. There's Mickey. 5-6 is a 1. 5-6 is a 1, and then a 5-5 is a 1. So 2 in column 5, and that's going to end it. That's going to be a ground ball to first. And then the Yankees go down. That's another loss for Guidry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-2. 5-2. Guidry goes 8 2/3. And gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. 7, 8, 9. 9 hits. Gossage gave up 1 hit. 5 runs, 5 earned. Walks. 1. 2 walks. Did I count that as a hit? I think I did. I think that's a walk. Two walks. Let me go back on the hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I said 9. It's 8 hits. And 2 walks and strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikeouts. 2 home runs. 2 home runs just like in real life, but didn't get the decision in real life. He gets the loss here. Unfortunately, he's going to go to 11-5. 13-1 in real life at this point. 11-5 for the replay. And that's going to finish this one up. Appreciate you guys watching, as always. And until next time, you guys have a great evening. And this is Tabletop Earl reporting live. Take care, and God bless.